Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm doing a playthrough of the base game of Mini Rogue, a solo game without the campaign mode or anything. And no disclaimer for this one, a lot of people have suggested this one to me, like whenever I've done top solo videos and such, and I just wanted to give it a try. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also check out our separate streaming channel for even more content, listen to our weekly podcast, or join the conversation on our Discord. So the basic idea of Mini Rogue is you're trying to progress to the end of either a dungeon where you're going down to the 10th floor, or they have a tower board on the other side where you're going up to the 10th floor. And each floor, each area is going to be a little tableau of 9 cards. You're going to start in the upper left. You're going to do this first card, and then you can pick one of these two. And then wherever you are, you can pick one of these two. And you're basically just slowly progressing your way down right. Whenever you get down here, you get to delve, you got to eat some food or you take some damage, you go to the next floor, and whenever you get to 1 with a skull, 2, 4, 7, and 10 in this case, you got to fight a boss. If you can beat the boss on floor 10, you win. And the cards are pretty basic. Many of them will have you make a skill test where you're rolling 1 or more white dice based on your level, looking for a 5 or 6. There'll also be ones that just like heal you and give you options. You'll also have a combat and stuff. Combat is very basic. You just roll some white dice and deal that much damage. You roll some black dice to see how much the enemies do to you. And you've got some tracks you're building up. Experience is going to slowly increase as you fight monsters and do other things. And when you reach certain levels and you start rolling more white dice, which is very powerful. You got your hit points. If that goes down to 0, you lose. Armor will stop damage from enemy attacks. Food, you have to spend 1 every area, every floor, or take 3 damage. Gold, you can spend to buy stuff. Potions have a bunch of different effects. And in the base game, there are 4 different characters. I'm playing with the Priestess this time. And your character gives you your starting statistics up here. And then you also have 2 abilities. Either one will cause you to flip your character card face down. But at the end of every dungeon level, it gets flipped face up. And other effects can cause it to flip up so you can use it again. For her, she can either spend life hearts to do damage, or she can heal herself for 2 and also remove the curse negative status effect from herself. That's about it. It's a pretty straightforward game. We'll see how deep we can go and how far we make it. Let's play Mini Rogue. So you always have to do the top left card, and we're going to raid the armory. So you always look at the banner at the top for what you're going to actually do. In this case, it says roll a skill check, and if we have a successful skill check, which means a 5 on it or a 6 on at least 1 white die, then we get to take this as an item. You also roll the black die whenever you do the skill check, and it's going to generally indicate what else you get. So here, if we succeed, we're going to get either a rusty dagger, a longsword, or pristine battle axe, which will give us 1, 2, or 3 feats, basically die rerolls in combat. So let's see how we do. We did not succeed, so the black die doesn't apply in this case. We just get nothing. Now, whenever you are in a dungeon room or you're about to move on, you get to see, this is not a great pair of options, is it? So traps will again have you make a skill check. The black die will determine what kind of trap it is and what negative effects happen if you fail. But if you succeed, you'll gain something. The little cross swords are experience points, which are going to again help you get to rolling more dice. And symbols like this mean different potions. So here you would get a perception potion, which lets you pass a skill check automatically or get rid of the blindness status effect. But I think I'm going to go ahead and fight a monster because that gets you consistent experience as well. So enemies are really straightforward. You can play this game 2-player co-op, but we're doing a solo. So it's based on what set of floors you're on. You see it's floor 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're on floor 1, which means we're fighting a giant rat with 6 health, and they're going to attack us for 2 damage each round. And when we kill them, we're going to get 1 experience. So we set 6 life and ready to go. And combat's very simple. First, you roll all of your white dice. That's how much damage you do, basically the total of all your dice. And if you roll a 6, which is a crit, you can either keep it or risk it and roll it again. If you get a number value, you'll add it to the 6. But if you get an X, a miss, which is just a 1 out of 6 chance, then the entire die is taken away. But here I got to just a 4. So doing 4 damage to the guy. And at the beginning of the combat round before I rolled, I could have used my Divine Tribute ability, flip myself over, lose any amount of hearts, and apply twice that amount as damage. So in this case, if I hurt myself for 1 from my starting 13, I could just kill the guy, but it's too late for that. Now you roll for the enemy. On a 1, they miss. 2 through 5, they deal their basic damage value, which is 2. And on a 6, they get an armor-piercing attack. Although I don't have any armor, so that does not matter. They did hit me. I lose 2 hearts. Okay. Now I'll go and take my chances. I have a 2/6 chance of killing this guy, so I'm not going to use my ability. Oh, there's the negative. Now, you can use a feat to reroll. And a feat either costs you 2 hearts or 1 experience. Or if I'd gotten the armory, some other things give you feats. Not going to do either of those because the worst he can do is 2 hearts. Whoops, took 2 more damage. It's not a great first fight. Let's go again. Okay, there we go. So now we finally finish him off and we get 1 experience, which when we reach 6 will give us an extra white die for everything. But we can also spend for feats to reroll dice, although usually that's not the best thing to do. Alrighty, so what's our next choice? Go down to another trap. This is, oh my gosh, this is like the worst dungeon floor I've ever seen. Alright, so in this case, if I fought, it would be against a mutant fly. Only has 4 life, and I would get 2 money. Alright, let's do that. Although now I'm limiting myself to having to go down to this one, because you always have to go down or right, whereas if I'd gone to the trap, I would have 2 options. And what the hey, just to make sure we kill this guy before he gets to attack us back. We'll take 1 damage, use my ability to do 2 damage to him. Well, theoretically, this is for sure. Okay, good. Oh, wow, I did roll a 2, so I would have gotten hurt otherwise. So I've defeated him. I get 2 money, and that fight's done. All right, now, there are good things in here, I promise. This might be the shortest playthrough ever. Rolling for a trap. I did not succeed, and I'm facing thick webs. I lose 1 armor, and I become blind, which means you just flip this over. And that means you can't see where you're going when you move. Now, the 1 potion I have is a holy potion. That'll get rid of blindness and poison and curse. So I don't necessarily care about the blindness yet. So I'm going down here. Whenever you get to the end of a dungeon area, if it's the end of the floor, you got to fight a boss. But otherwise, you just lose 1 food. This is called the delving phase. You get your character power back. That's what the little shield means. There she is. And you go down to the next floor. The sewers we're still in. Yay. You take all the cards, you shuffle them back in, except for your little pile of bosses here. And now that I'm in the sewers, I have my first boss flipped. The base game, there's 4 bosses plus the final boss, who is always the same, but these ones scale with the floor you're on. So we'll be fighting a ghoul. Please, God, give me some nice encounters this time. That would be awesome. All right, so we start with a treasure. Now, this is a mimic treasure, as you can see by the teeth. How it works is you get 1 gold, or if you have faced, at least like in the actual path you've taken, at least 1 monster or 1 trap, you get more gold. And then you roll your skill die, and if you succeed, you have to open the value rolled for the black die, which is mostly good, although with this mimic, on a 5 or 6, you'd have to actually fight a monster, but you still get some other nice things. So let's see how we do. We did not open the treasure chest, so we get the 1 gold, which I didn't give myself, I don't think, and we're done. Oh, that's right, I'm still blind, aren't I? So I can't see where I'm going unless I use the holy potion. Okay, let's use the holy potion and be able to see again. So it's a corridor or a hunter. Ooh, so this is a merchant type of encounter. You can buy and sell things as much as you want. So here, for money equal to the current floor, you can get food, which is pretty great. I mean, that's only 1 for each. For 3 money, you can get 4. For 5, you can get a potion. You can also sell armor and potions for money. And the 2-cost one is a blessing. It just heals blindness and poison and curse like the potion I just used. Yeah, so let's go here. Let's spend 2 money to cap up our food. And let's spend 3 more to get +4 life. We're broke, but so it goes. And hey, friendly trap and a bonfire. Hey, there we go. Something nice. Yeah, let's go there and hone our weapon. Get a 2nd experience, trying to get to that 6. And then, hey, a hermit. Oh, by the way, this symbol means that you can unexhaust your character power. I'm not sure about the priestess, and I haven't easily found it just quickly searching on BGG. Can she use her? So her blessing ability is remove a curse from any 1 player and heal them for 2. I feel like she could just, I don't know. How easy do you want to make the game? I feel like she could give a blessing whether you were cursed or not, which would mean, since I'm about to, like before I went to the bonfire, I could have used her ability to heal myself too, gone to the bonfire, gotten it back, use her ability to heal myself too again before going to the hermit, since he also untaps her. I think that makes sense, but maybe I'm cheating. Feel free to let me know. Ooh, and then I can share a meal, -1 food. I did get a ton of food, sure. So you pick one of the 3 options, by the way, when you do something like this. And then I'm going to go fight the ghoul. He's got 16 life. That's a lot, since I'm not leveled up yet. Each time he attacks, he's going to do -1. The little swirling icon means I lose an experience each time he hits me, so he's really weak, and the worst is I'm just going to lose, I'll probably just lose all of my 2 experience, and then it won't matter too much. So let's go to it. I guess I could just like divine tribute him to destruction, right? But no, he's only doing 1 damage, who cares? All right, 2 damage to him. Yay. Oh, you know what? Since I'm going to lose all my experience anyway, let's feat that baby. and re-roll it. You can only re-roll each die once. Okay, and then he attacks me, and as expected, yes, I lose 1 life, and I lose 1 experience. And it's armor piercing, which doesn't matter. And now all he can do is make me lose 1 life each round. So I do 4 to him, he's down to 9, and on the 6 he ignores armor, but I ain't got any anyway. And then I miss, and whoops, let's roll that for real. He hits me again, and I hit him for 4. He's down to 5, and he hits me again. And, there we go, a 6. So I could reroll that to make it even deal more damage, but I'm happy with the defeat. And we're getting 3 experience. And that little gold symbol means you got this, like, ghost is like kind of a random monster that some encounters will cause you to fight, and a reward is a random reward. For these dice, you just roll the black die, and that's it. So here I'm getting a 4. So I get 2 gold automatically. And then the 4 says I can either gain a heart, that's a healing potion, which will heal you 6, or a permanent armor. Armor subtracts from every attack that's not armor piercing. Now that I'm past the ghoul, that's 1 less boss that could be. So that seems pretty good to me. And we are done with floor 1. We still got to eat a food or lose 3 health. And let's go on to the dungeon. So Ghoulie Boy is done. We're 1 closer to reaching the final boss. And here we go, onto the first area of the dungeon. And again, let me know in the comments if I'm totally abusing the priestess's power. So I'm on a shrine. How this works is you roll a black die, but if you spend 1 optional coin, you can add 1 to the result. Could curse me, but I heal curses with my blessing abilities. You know what? I'm going to keep my money and just see what I get. Oh, okay, cool. +1 health, and I could have gotten rid of any negative status effects. That's cool. That trap. Oh, man. They just love me. So let's see. This one can make me lose food equal to the floor I'm on. That's pretty terrible. Lose armor, which I just got. That's not great. Or lose health equal to the floor I'm on and get poisoned. Here is lose health and get poisoned. Lose hearts equal to the floor. I feel like the spike trap's not as bad. So I'm rolling the black and the white at the same time. I want a 5 or a 6 to cancel the trap. So it's poison spikes. I lose 1 health, and I'm poisoned, which actually adds a poison die whenever I got to roll my dice pool. I'm going to also roll this. And on the 50-50 chance that I get a poison symbol, I lose 1 heart. All right. And yeah, I don't get the success, so that is it. But, no, never mind. I was going to say my blessing could get rid of the poison, but it cannot. There's a corridor or a monster. You know what? I am going to go for the monster. I just really want more experience to get to my second white die, which is really a game changer. So now I'm doing a Goblin Warrior with 9 life. He's attacking for 4 damage each time. Yeesh. And I'm poisoned. This should be fun, everybody. Here we go. Okay. Ooh. Wait, sorry. I shouldn't have rolled his die yet. All right, so I got a 6. Do I go for it? I might kill him in 1 go. Let's go for it. But if I miss, now it's totally... Yes, 10 damage. So he is dead without ever attacking me, but I did lose a health from the poison. But wow, that is way better than I ever expected that to go. I'm getting 2 experience, 1 away from finally having a second die. Still poison, though. Oh, and another monster. Well, that's fine. It's a skeleton soldier, so... he's also got 9 life. And all right, here we go. No black die, Mike. Okay, no poison this time, but I only did 2 damage. Yuck. I don't want to use my experience, though, to re-roll it. I could take 2 damage to re-roll it. That seems a little bit overkill. Okay, so he's doing 3 damage to me, 4 -1 for my armor, and that doesn't go away, so it's a nice... Oh, wait, that's right, I got to roll. Might not be minus my armor. It is, because also a 1 would make him miss. All right, let's try myself again. Oh, my gosh. I'm rolling terribly here. I should just use my divine tribute. Crud. Okay. I'll do 2 damage, take a damage from the poison, and yeah. And then he ignores my armor, just does 4 straight up. Wowie. All right, I'll use my ability and do 2 damage to myself, so do 4 to him. And it's got to not miss. I didn't. Okay, so he's dead. Oh, I got to roll my poison. Okay, good. No poison. That part was lucky, at least. So I did get him. I'm leveling up. Woo! Because now for all my rolls, I get 2 white dice, which definitely makes combat especially way easier. I'm going to the end of this area. Got to eat a food. Moving on up to the dungeon floor 2 or area 2. I get to see who the boss is. The Cursed Dragon. Oh, and he is indeed going to curse me. That's not too bad. But I need to heal something fierce and get rid of this poison. The Tomb. All right. So now this is way better. I get to roll 2 dice. And if either of them gets a 5 or a 6, what these ones do is you get to modify the black die roll by +or -1 if you succeed. Hopefully the poison does not activate. Oh, and it does. All right, so I succeeded with a 1, so I can make it a 1 or a 2, but I do take a damage from the poison. Okay, so it's a holy potion or rations for food. All right, but I really want to get rid of this poison. So I'm taking the holy potion and immediately using it to cure this crud so I didn't just die. All right, now where am I going? Monster? Don't really want a monster anymore. Or a trap. Okay, well, now I've got 2 dice. My chances of actually beating the trap are way better. I feel like the monster might just kill me. So yeah, let's go and try the trap. Come on, 5 or 6. That's not it. Ooh, and it's a 5. A bat swarm. I lose 1 food, and I'm blinded. Everything is great. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna blindly walk into here. And, oh, it's a crow. Okay, so the crow, I can either feed him a food and then I get him as a car, which can help me explore and stuff. I don't have a food, so I have to let him steal money from me. I'm so dead. And then I'm going to go down here. Oh, hermit. Cool. Let's see. Help. Yeah, I need help is definitely... Oh, but I don't need money help. This is terrible, y'all. Okay. I just got to roll really well. So I don't have any food, which means I'm going to starve to death. Gosh. All right, so I'm going to use my ability to heal 2, assuming that I can. And for the option, I'll just choose to swap 2 things, because you do have to take one of the 3 options, and I don't want to lose the experience. Or actually, you know what? I will lose the... Well, no, I should keep the experience for feats. And we're going to fight a cursed dragon. He's got 16 life. 16 life. Yeah, this is going to be something. And he's doing 4 damage. So I could survive 1 hit, but since I'm going to take 3 damage for not having food, I think I got to kill him in 1 shot. That's what I got to do. So need some 6s here. Okay, gonna use a feat to reroll. That's not it. So we did 8 damage to the dragon. He's down to 8, and then he's attacking us for 4 minus our armor is 3, and we are cursed. Whenever this goes off, all of our white dice are 1 less, which also means you only succeed on 6s instead of 5s. Oh wait, that's right. Maybe he'll miss. Maybe he'll miss. Ah, he didn't miss. Okay. All right, and then second round of combat. Hey, that's the roll I needed the first time. 9 damage. So I kill the dragon. We get 3 experience, but you can't eat experience. And I starve to death. All right. It might be the quickest playthrough ever, even quicker than like my, what was it? Deep Space D6 playthrough where I died. But yeah, so that was slightly less than half of a potential full run in Mini Rogue. Sometimes the dice are in your favor, sometimes they aren't. And yeah, they have expansions to like add more cards you can just add in. There is like a little campaign mode you can play with this where you unlock stuff and like little abilities and things. Can be pretty cool. But that's the basic game right there in all its glory or randomness, depending on how you feel about these kind of things. But thanks for watching, everybody. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.